Alright, I'm back again and we are doing another video. It's been a while since I've done a camera review. So we are gonna go with a retro camera review. Of course, as usual, retro in the sense that, well, this camera is actually 4 years old. And the camera we're talking about is the Fujifilm X-S10. Now, the Fujifilm X-S10 is a camera that was released in 2020, November. So technically it's after the C word, so it's basically 2021, so it's about 4 years old now. Is the Fujifilm X-S10 the perfect travel camera? We're gonna discuss that in this video. Yeah, strap in. So I had a trip to China and Korea planned, and I didn't want to take my S5 II with me because it was a bit too big and I use it for my professional work. But I thought I need a new camera. I've got experience using different camera brands and I like Fujifilm because of the film simulations that they have. So I thought, let me try and look at Facebook Marketplace, and found a great deal on this used Fujifilm X-S10. And yeah, I took it with me, and you can see from my pictures and some video how much I enjoyed it using it abroad. I got it for a great price. I got it used with the Fujifilm 18 to 55mm lens. Great kit lens. I would argue it might be the best kit lens you can get. This is the X-S10, and I'm going to just quickly discuss some positives about it first. I've had a Fujifilm X-T3 twice. I've had an X100V and I've had an X100T. Now, those three cameras, none of them had IBIS. So I was used to shaky footage if I was recording video, and yeah, having to, you know, bump up the shutter speed quite a lot. Whereas with this camera, I didn't need to do that. I had stabilization from the kit lens, but I also had stabilization internally. So it was really cool to have. I was having really stable footage with a camera like this. Yeah, it was phenomenal. You can see from some of the footage, it's, you know, not shaking. It's, the jitters aren't there. This is a controversial one, but I actually enjoyed the dials on this. You can see that the dials on this are very different to the other Fujifilm cameras. It's sort of like traditional. I didn't think it was too bad. I used the function buttons for things, and yeah, I was kind of just setting it up in the way that I preferred to have it. I think it was kind of a positive, to be honest with you. Another big thing that this camera has a flash, built-in flash. So you can get like great portrait photography. You can, even if it's like getting dark, you can get like nice shots. I was shocked that I had a built-in flash, so really useful to have. It reminds me of my X100V and T. Another thing that I liked, people don't typically like it on Fujifilm cameras, but I really liked the flip out screen. It was useful for being able to like record myself. So really good, you know, like little vlogging tests. There was some, you know, vlogging I did using this camera. You could have it from different angles of shooting with it, and like it was useful, and I do typically prefer flip out screens. Film simulations, of course, on the Fujifilm X-S10 are great. They have classic chrome on it, so I think that's the iteration of Fujifilms from like the X-T4 and X100V. There's a film simulation I really like with the Fujifilm cameras. X-S10 has this film simulation, and I was able to get great pictures straight out of camera. As you can see here, these pictures, I was really happy with them, got some great landscapes. The form factor of this camera. Now, this camera is small, like it's so lightweight. You can see it right now. It is very tiny. It's like tiny, smaller than my hand. But the form factor of it, like it's great. Like it's got a really good grip, hand grip. Like it's a great strong grip. So it's like one of the best grips compared to like the Lumix S9, which is another really good travel camera. This grip is so much better. You can really see how deep that grip is, right? You can see that there. It's really good for holding, and yeah, another great aspect of it. Yeah, it was a really light camera as well. I will put the weight of it, but I believe it's between 400 to 500 grams. But yeah, it's really light camera, and paired with you know, a small lens, you can easily fit it in like a little travel bag that you want. I actually kept it in with the kit lens in like a strap bag that I have. And I was able to take it around everywhere. So in terms of portability and travel, I didn't feel the weight of this as well when I was taking it with me, and I thought it was great. Let's go into some of the negatives. Obviously, there are some negatives for this camera. It's not the perfect camera. So I will tell you that, yeah, it does have F-Log, which is great for being able to grade your own footage. I typically just use a Turner because I'm not the biggest fan of F-Log. and yeah, 8-bit footage. So yeah, for me, the video footage isn't going to be the best. Like, I obviously have other cameras. I would say it's not going to be comparable to like the S9s and S5 IIs and, you know, Sony A7C IIs and whatnot. But it's pretty good. It's not too bad. I know the XS20 has 10-bit and has OpenGate on there as well. So if you want better video capabilities, I think the XS20 will be right up your alley. It is more expensive, but you know, if you want those things, yeah, sure. But you know, it's not the end of the world that you don't have F-Log and 10-bit. It's a camera that's 500 or 600 pounds used, so you know, you can't expect everything in the world, but you know, it would be nice to have. And finally, I think the biggest negative for this camera, for me, is it's not very durable. It's kind of flimsy. You can hear that. It's shaking about. It doesn't feel super strong and rugged like other cameras that I've had. You know, of course, the X-T3 and X100Vs, they are both weather sealed. So, you know, you can, you know, be a bit more harsh with them. Whereas this camera, you have to be a bit more delicate with it. And for someone like me who travels a lot and kind of just throws their camera in the bag, not the best thing. All in all, I think it's a great camera. Conclusions, you've seen the footage, you've seen the pictures I've taken with this camera. In terms of how portable it is, it makes me want to take the camera out with me everywhere I go. And I think that's super important. And I was able to get great images straight out of camera. No using Lightroom and, you know, editing raw pictures. For me, I just can't be bothered to do that. Sometimes I like to take a picture and, you know, just post it on social media. If you want a camera that is going to give you good results straight out of camera, you can tune it a little bit. You can get like the basic kit lens and you can have an incredible setup that can get you great footage and great pictures. I think the Fujifilm X-S10 is going to be fantastic for you. I think in the year that we are in 2025, I think you're still going to have a great experience with the Fujifilm X-S10 because, you know, it's not old yet. It does everything you need for video. It does everything you need for photography. I think it's going to be great for social media. I think it's got great film simulations. It's got very up-to-date ones. I think that's all you sort of need from a Fujifilm camera. And would I say it's the best travel camera on the market? Well, I think compared to like the S9, because I think the S9 for video is going to be way better than this. The Fujifilm X-S10 is great, but you know, comparing it to the Lumix S9, which came out like a year ago, I don't think that's a fair comparison. You probably have to compare the X-S20. But in terms of affordability, I think price-wise they are similar. As Fujifilm, the price inflation on their cameras is a bit ridiculous. So I'm just basing it off a price perspective. But I would say the Lumix S9 is probably better. It doesn't have a viewfinder though. So it depends how much you shoot and how much you use a viewfinder. I do use it a bit, but you're not gonna go wrong with buying this camera in 2025. If you get a good price for it, it's something that you can definitely grow old with. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you drop a comment on, you know, what other camera you want me to review, or if you think it's a better camera than the X-S10, or if you think I've been completely wrong about it. Drop in the comments, and yeah, subscribe. I've got more videos coming up. I've been traveling, so there's a lot more stuff coming up. I've got a lot of ideas, so yeah, stay tuned, and yeah, in a bit.